All right, hey everyone. It's Tuesday afternoon, about 3:30. Markets have been closed a couple of hours. Just wanted to send you out a quick video that kind of shows you what the charts look like and give you a visual picture for ahead of the report tomorrow to see if we get some direction. So this is May corn that's in front of you. You can see the big drop down has been followed by chop and sideways trade. You know, typically a corrective move would come back within 38.2 and 61.8% of the decline. So that would put us somewhere between 644 and 659 for it to be corrective. And if it were able to do that, you know, then you may have to even look at a longer, at a bigger long position. But we won't worry about that yet. We'll just worry about what the report says and see if we can't get a little bit more strength to resell corn up into this 650 area. So I think what we're going to do is we've been long some calls from here. We're going to move them lower tomorrow, and then we'll sell weakness and we'll just hold the calls if it's strong, and we'll look for a better sell opportunity. But as it stands, consolidation favors continuation, but I don't think this is quite enough. I think we need to come up just a little bit more before we turn around and head lower. So we're still longer term bearish corn, but shorter term, maybe we need to see a little bit of strength. All right, new crop, not even as strong as old crop. This one continues to lead the way lower and continue to be weaker. I do think that somewhere down in this 540 to 560 area, we're going to find support ahead of the May intentions, and we'll address that in more detail tomorrow on our report, or sorry, March intentions report. I think we'll address that in more detail and kind of frame that argument out a little bit more. So longer term, I think we're going to head lower on corn, but we may be nearing a point of consolidation or at least some sideways movement before we head lower. Okay, soybeans. Let's look at May beans. That's the hour chart. Turn this into the daily. May beans, big strong move up the last several days, and then today we have a pullback. So this is either a reversal, right, or it's just a pullback from the rally that just occurred. So if you look at this from the perspective of, is this a pullback? We reversed right at 38.2 today, or that's where we fell to. And just like in corn, a move lower, and if this is corrective, could find support anywhere above $15 and could reverse here and become a more of a bull move. I don't know what exactly would cause that, but it would have to be something like a decreasing Argentinian crop or some sort of demand that we don't know about. So we'll figure out what that is. I'm a little skeptical of the downside because this move was so steep and came so far in this retracement that it may very well be a move that's got to continue on up and push into new highs. But we'll see what it says tomorrow. Keep an eye on this because the bottom of the cloud was 1481. That's real close to the low that we had from last week at 1477. Obviously, if those give way, then lower we go. And really, you know, anything under 15 ought to be sold here. And anything above 1550 is long. So between the two, 15 to 1550 is really no man's land in May soybeans. November, not quite as strong, but still right in the middle of its cloud. And if it breaks up higher, then you know we'll put pressure on this $14 mark. And if it breaks it, who knows what'll happen. So we'll just have to take it a day at a time and see what the market knows that we don't, and deal with it as it comes. Okay. May wheat, probably, obviously, it's been the weakest of the whole group. We do have a small doji bar here today, where we're flirting with this $8 level. Obviously, we're bearish below it, but if we can get a little bit of a rally higher up to 850, we may look to sell it again. But we'll see what the market, we'll see what the news is that drives the market ultimately at that point. Remember, the funds are pretty short wheat, so if they do start to cover, wheat can go further than you think, even though we may remain in a downtrend. So for today, no changes, no actions taken. We just want to be aware that we've reached levels where both sides, we could see additional selling, or we could see sideways chop and consolidation. And tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we'll get a lot more information from the USDA, and we'll see how the trade digests it. So I know it's not any conclusions, but at least it gives you a picture of what it is that we're looking at. Remember, trading the right side of the chart is the hardest place to trade, right? It's real easy from anywhere on the left, but trading over here on the right side is extremely difficult, and you can only work with what you've got. So for today, that is a little bit of buying exhaustion. On a normal day, that might even be a buy signal, but the day ahead of a report, I think you got to just wait and be real patient to make sure that that it's not a fake signal. We are deeply oversold here, but that doesn't mean we can't go lower. So we're watching for signs of reversal, and we'll let you know if and when we see them. Otherwise, we're just going to sit tight with where we're at. All right. Hope you guys have a great night. Remember, there's risk trading commodity futures and options, and you should only do so in light of your own financial condition. We will talk to you tomorrow after the report. I hope you guys have a great night.